Hey real women of Philadelphia, welcome to my Saskatoon trees. Saskatoons are native to the interior of North America. They are one of what we call prairie berries, being one of, sea buckthorn, pin cherries, choke cherries, lots of different berries fall into that prairie berry category. These were actually a staple to the North American natives years and years ago, and of course people, early settlers, the Europeans, when they came, they used to take these berries, mash them, steam them, mash them, make them into cakes, and then reconstitute them by throwing them into their soups or stews or boiling them. And then they could have it on their porridge, I guess. And very, very common now for there to be some commercial production of these berries. Excellent berry. Settlers used them in the 1930s during the drought and depression, because this is actually a very drought-tolerant tree and bush. There was a lot of times where this was the only fruit that people during the 30s were actually getting to eat. So, really important. That's Saskatoons. They're awesome. They got this beautiful almondy flavor. They're just so delicious. They are a little seedy inside, but I'll tell you, there's nothing like them. They say they're similar to blueberries, but you know what? I don't think so. I think they're just totally different. About similar in size, maybe. Some Saskatoons grow really big. Oh, just beautiful, bunchy clusters of berries. Really nice, easy picking. And I can see the moose have been through and they ate the tops off all the trees again this year. So we're going to have low bush Saskatoons again. Today what we're going to be making is what I'm going to call our macadamia nut and prairie berry square. Now, macadamia nuts, of course, we all think of Hawaii when we think of macadamia nuts, but they're actually native to Australia. It was Hawaii that got into the commercial production of them and made them famous. So when I think of macadamia nuts, I have to say I think of Hawaii. But macadamia nuts are the queen of nuts. Macadamia nuts, we're gonna just go back and we're gonna combine the two of them and make this awesome, awesome, irresistible dessert. See you back at the kitchen. Hi everybody. Hey, welcome back to my kitchen. You know me. I'm Heather. I'm from Prairie, Alberta. How you doing? Really nice to see you once again. Hey, I'm just multitasking here today. I've got one block of cream cheese left, and I have to make something for dessert. I have company coming over. So I thought, hey, let's do a video and dessert all at the same time. But one more bun to butter. Oh, fresh homemade buns. We got some of the leftover rolled turkey roast with the garlic sauce on it, the garlic cranberry sauce. We're going to have that on our fresh buns. I can hardly wait. Okay, this week is the last week of the competition. It's all about the light cream cheese this week. We're going to have a half of a block of our light Philadelphia cream cheese, 1/4 cup of sugar, add 2 cups of cream and a 1/4 cup of macadamia nut liqueur. Yes, macadamia nut liqueur. The best pie I ever had was when I went to Hawaii. I had a macadamia nut cream pie, and I swear I ate the whole thing. It was so good. It was so memorable. It was so fantastic. So now they make macadamia nut liqueur. I've got my macadamia nuts. We're going to make a cookie base, a fruit filling, and a cream cheese top with a hint of macadamia nut liqueur in it. And lots of macadamia nuts. Okay, so here I go. Because we're going to thin that cream a little bit. Make sure that it's stiff enough to hold its shape. Oh. This is so good, this stuff. Absolutely fabulous. We're going to take a cup of macadamia nuts, light chop to them, and we're going to fold them into our whipped cream mixture. I've got a few set aside for my garnish. Just keep those, and I left them whole. Let's get our cookie bottom together here. Got a half a cup of orange juice and another third of a cup of the macadamia nut liqueur. I don't think you can have too much of that stuff. If this is for children, you could substitute with something else. If I think of something as good as macadamia nut liqueur, I'll let you know what. Alright, typical lady fingers. They're really crispy, but in order to use them, just like if you're doing a tiramisu, you just take them and dip them in that juice and lay them in a non-greased pan. Dip them in the juice. You leave them in there too long, they're absolutely soggy. And then you're eating it with a spoon. This is a can, already prepared, Saskatoon pie filling. It's not too bad. Real, fresh would be way better. I've added in the zest of a lemon and the juice of a half a lemon. Stir this up. Just gives it that little bit of oomph. Oomph is good, isn't it? Oomph. It's a weird word. One of the contestants wrote oomph the other day, and I just laughed because I don't think I've ever seen that word written. Oomph. Okay, now we want to just spread this on. Off with our whipped cream loaded with all these beautiful macadamia nuts. Let's garnish this up and get it in the fridge. Now I'm going to tell you that you can garnish this however you want. You could just sprinkle the macadamia nuts on top. You could crush up these cookies and put them on top. I love a little bit of chocolate drizzle on. I've got a piping bag. It's just a disposable one. I'm too lazy to wash a piping bag. I just put in, I don't know, a tablespoon of chocolate chips, nothing else, and melt them for about 15 seconds at a time. Snip off the end. Make sure you don't get that in your food. And you don't want this hot, you just want it melted. Okay, sometimes you have to just say, stop, no more, that's enough. You don't want to go overboard. Let's get that in the fridge for, I say at least 20 minutes, and then, because that took us like what, 8 minutes to put together. Let's get it in the fridge for 20 minutes, and then it'll be ready to cut. Now the first piece doesn't necessarily come out of here perfect. So I've got a kid standing here waiting for this messed up first piece. There we go. We're not even going to panic that it didn't come out right. Kenzie, you want this?
Yeah.
Mmm. Mmm. I like it. Alright, that's it. That's it for today. Thanks for joining me and listening to my recipe for macadamia nut and prairie berry square. I've really enjoyed it again. And light cream cheese. All week long, light Philadelphia cream cheese. See you next time.